Beantown is the nicest motherfuckers ever. You know, I'm not doing anything in Boston. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? All you dudes out.
Flooding it out.
There's a lot of talent out here. We got cats like Special Team, Southern Esoteric, the whole ST squad, obviously Terminology. My man Slane. A lot of cats out here, man.
It's so good. It's almost crazy. A lot of the music that's coming out of here.
There's a lot of cats out here that been doing it, man.
Catch me in JP. You can catch me in Dorchester, South End, Mission Hill, Cambridge. I'm gonna go get what I want to get.
It's not like Boston rappers are not as good as some of the national rappers just because they're not as famous. That's crazy.
What up, world? It's your man Edo G. Boston all day, threes and trees, y'all know what it is. Welcome to Beantown, stupid. Shout out to my man Ace.
Threes.
Yep.
What is that?
Threes is a Boston thing, man.
Where did it come from?
It came from Adidas, man. Run DMC made my Adidas, and it just took Boston by storm. And you know, yeah, certain back in the '80s, there was a place called Adidas Park, and if you walk past there with anything but Adidas, they would take your sneakers off and hang them in a tree, and the tree was full of sneakers, Pumas, Nikes, all kinds of stuff. You know, Nikes was like New York shit, and Adidas was that Boston shit, and threes, and it just became a way of, you know, this is how we handshake like this. You know what I'm saying? That's like some Boston shit. It's not no blood shit. It's not none of that. Yeah, I got on, right? It ain't none of that. None of that. And you know, shout out.
It's not necessarily a gang.
It's not no gang sign.
I know. I was watching the news and Paul Pierce, you know, got a little hassle because he was doing threes.
Yeah, and they try to make a big thing out of it, but it wasn't. I mean, Paul Pierce is from Inglewood, home of the Bloods, so they try to connect all of that. But he was doing the Boston shit, and I've seen a million NBA players do this after they hit a three. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. Have you always been? Did you start off as one?
No, I started off as a breakdancer.
A breakdancer?
Yeah, I started off as a b-boy, doing graffiti, breaking. Then I got into beatboxing and rapping, and became the first and only #1 artist out of Boston. The only cat to have a #1 single on the Billboard. I gotta have it. That's me.
You said you're the only cat to do that. So
Yeah.
what's
Besides Marky Mark.
what's the problem with that picture? I mean,
I don't think there's a serious problem. I just think, you know, there's you know, in Boston it's obviously a little harder to make it, you know, and that, the stars, everything has to line up for that to happen. So you know, it was perfect timing for me when I did come out, and you know, God was on my side, awesome too, and you know, things all lined up. There's plenty of talent. There's, you know, a shitload of talent. There's a lot of great artists here, and I'd say great with Terminology, you know, Lift, Act, Suge, Slane, Jason, Esoteric, you know, a lot of the newer cats, Dre Robinson, Frankie, Chicks, Bay Holla, Chic, you know, there's so many good artists here in Boston, man. It's just pretty tough for people to make it out. There's a formula. There's steps you got to take, man. Some people want that mainstream shine and that success instantly, and it doesn't happen like that. You know, a lot of other people take the independent underground route and grind their way up to being successful. So, I mean, I think it's really what you measure as success. Right now, I'm a successful artist in what I do. I'm happy where I'm at. You know, I'm calling my own shots. Doing it independently, been doing it like that since about 96, 7, 8, somewhere around there. So, you know, success is really what what you consider success. You know, everybody has a different definition. Mine's is I'm very successful at what I'm doing right now. You gotta be in your blood. You can't just wake up and say, you know, I'm gonna be a rapper now. And that's what these kids do. With technology, with all of this stuff. When we were first coming up, you know, the studio used to cost $160 an hour. And that was, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s. You know, you had studios in New York, it's $250 an hour to mix. You know, now you can spend, you know, under $500 and have a whole home studio and do it all from the crib. Boston is really cliquey, and everybody's, you know, in their own crew and got their own, you know, you see, when you see states and cities blowing up, it's because they have, you know, some kind of connection with each other. When you look at Atlanta, everybody in Atlanta, you know, kind of stuck together to make Atlanta pop. New York had that back in the days, LA, Houston. So there's a lot of cities that do it. Chicago, Boston is just, you know, it's too cliquey for, I think right now we're not ready, you know, to put all of the bullshit behind us and really focus on supporting each other. The Peace Fest, me and my man Lino, we put that on with the mayor and the city of Boston. The Unity Fest, once again, back to your boy. I don't think, you know, no one else could really, you know, pull it off and get everybody together where it's not no BS, where they know, you know, I think I got enough respect in the city from all the artists and everybody that, you know, they know they can come through. They'll come look out and you know, do me a solid. I mean, we've been doing the Unity Fest for the last 3 years. We've been doing the mayor stuff for like 5 years. So, you know, we just try to, that's me trying to bring the city together and show that we do got enough talent to do something. Oh, this looks like the album cover.
Same shirt, right?
Same shirt, same hat, same pose.
The power, the glory is everything I'm fighting for. When I feel him take me over, I know I should fight some more. Long tip, arrow at the end, see me pointing on. Like you hear that evil laugh, here comes my support. But I don't want my support, man, I need the Lord here. Been in hell so long, shit, I'm getting bored here. Oh yeah, someone tell me why should I lie? Hands to the sky and praise to Allah.
Now it's my try, and I ain't trying to be a wise guy. The truth lives on, but eventually lies die.